Radhe Radhe! Hello and welcome back to the Bhakti Breakfast Club. I'm Daniel Tucker. This is Harmonium 303. Yet again, our mission is transposition. And in this course, we're going to set our sights on two specific songs. One is Govinda Jaya Jaya from Harmonium 204. The other is Loka Samasta from Harmonium 218. So if you have not done these two song courses before, I would definitely encourage you to do them, or at least one of them, before tackling this course. In the 200 level courses, I really go thoroughly through learning the melody and the chords and all that. And in this course, we'll be going through, if you had just learned it in the key of C, now bringing it actually up into the key of E. In the previous couple courses, 301, 302, we've worked on transposing, but we've been moving things down to the key of A. And of course that helps if you have a song where it goes a little too high for your vocal range, you want to bring things down. But for some songs, and I picked out two that especially are this way for me, some of the notes are getting a little bit low, and so it's nice to just move it up a little bit and make it more comfortable to sing. So for me, going from C to E is a nice relief sometimes. Often I'm singing in the key of C or C sharp, and so E is one of my go-to ways to bring a song like this up a little bit and make it easier for me to sing without being too low and gravelly in my voice. So you should also have printed out your two major scale in Sargam and all 12 keys sheets from course 301. Of course, that's how we're going to get oriented into our new scale, new key and new scale of E. So why don't we take a minute and do that first. This is on the second sheet. So you would look at the little blue keyboard and discover that in the key of E, there's a few black keys in the major scale. So starting from Sa, I'll continue droning Sa with one. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa, Sa, Ni, Da, Pa, Ma, Ga, Re, Sa. So you can see on the sheet that the black keys include Re, Ga, and later Da and Ni. That doesn't mean that they're sharp or flat exactly. This is the major scale, so all the notes right now are Shuddha. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa. But starting from the key of E, as your Sa, it just happens to place the geometry of the scale with Re, Ga, Da, and Ni on black keys. So that's just kind of a good mnemonic device that if you're moving into the key of E, to remember, oh, the key of E has 4 black keys in the major scale, Re, Ga, Da, and Ni, so that you can help to remember this particular major scale. Let's do it once more. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Now, as using this, if you find that by the top of the scale, that high Sa, it's getting pretty high, you know, some people will find that moving up to the key of E like this whole octave, Sa to Sa in the key of E, is just a perfect fit, and that's a better fit for their vocal range. For some others of us, including myself, the key of E is a way to move a low song up into a more fitting part of our vocal range, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the top of this octave is comfortable to sing. As you'll see, the songs that we're going to be transposing, they might have melodies that are basically like from a low, say a low pa perhaps, or a low ma, up to maybe a re or a ga. So they have pretty low melodies. So in the case of Govinda Jaya Jaya or Loka Samasta, you won't be singing all the way up to this high sa. But it's still a good idea to warm up that entire scale, get familiar with that entire scale. And so, of course, again, if you have some sagram exercises or you want to quiz yourself on some chords, any time that you spend getting really familiar with this key on its own before you start to transpose a song into it will be beneficial. So you can do your groups of 3, sa re ga ma pa da ni da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa Also remember with the sagram exercises, sometimes to make it more challenging after you learn one exercise, we would just drone sa and pa and sing the exercise. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa which is a really good way to further cultivate your fluency with the scale, with your voice, in your ear, not just relying on the harmonium's keyboard. So at any rate, do some exercises, get really steeped and familiar with that key, and then we'll move into a song sheet. So in the next video, we'll start working on Govinda Jaya Jaya.